Welcome to Magic.ai, the operating system for hospitality. At Magic, we know an operating system is more than just software and systems. It's about people, because hospitality is nothing without them. So supporting the hospitality community is our number one goal.
I think there needs to be more of a support system. Like, you have to love this business and you have to love every aspect of it, including sharing tribal knowledge on what is successful and also tribal knowledge of what is a failure.
Founded by lifelong experts, we're building the place where everyone in hospitality, from seasoned pros to first-timers, can gather, share, and grow together. Plus, we're crafting scalable tools and AI-supported software to boost your business. Dive into our vibrant community platform packed with meaningful conversations and robust tools and templates designed just for you. Need more? Our custom software solutions have got you covered. From recruiting and staffing to digital playbooks and dashboards, we're working on building a unique hub of resources unlike any other. Magic is your single point of origin for important conversations, accessible tools, valuable insights, and more. Join us at magic.ai. The evolution of hospitality is here. My company, Magic, is actually that's at the forefront of what we're trying to do, is deliver value through a set of tools for owners, operators, to become more profitable, more sustainable, right? And to really create this community for hospitality professionals, whether you're a busboy or a business owner. So, Bryan, something that was on your list was technology in the kitchen. And I want to get into that a little bit with you guys and talk a little bit about what you're seeing on the front lines, what you, in your mind's eye, kind of like is missing from the equation when it comes to technology and hospitality. Because my company, Magic, is actually that's at the forefront of what we're trying to do, is deliver value through a set of tools for owners, operators, to become more profitable, more sustainable, right? And to really create this community for hospitality professionals, whether you're a busboy or a business owner, to come to the table, to be able to connect with one another and just become better operators, right? And workers in the field. It was born off of like literally my phone, where I have 50 different text threads with chefs all over the countries in different regions. And I'm watching these conversations go on, like, how do we negotiate a lease? Or does anybody have an insurance agent for this? Or, hey, my walk-in just went down. I need somebody who does mobile walk-in. It could be literally any of those things. I'm just like, why doesn't this stuff all live in one place, someplace, where everybody can kind of log in and get best practices from each other? What are some technologies that you guys think are really helping you right now as operators? And what's missing from that puzzle?
I think we should create an app called Face Cook.
Face Cook. Yeah.
I love it. The
social
chefs
it's kind of
network.
It's kind of two pronged. I mean, from a visionary perspective, what's to come, was part of like what I wanted to throw out there as a topic. And I don't have the answers to that, but it's, curious to throw that out as a topic. Right. But then also, right. Currently, like, what are we doing? There's definitely more business minded technology that's out there for us to make our job less paperwork, more organized, getting real-time data, when it comes to profitability and performance in a restaurant, which I think is critical, because right now margins are so slim, if there's any, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's so critical now to really pay very close attention to your business, because if not, you're not going to have it, and it's a matter of days and weeks versus like months and years now, just because of the thin profitability that we're seeing in restaurants right now. So fortunately, there's a lot of that out there now, which is making it good.
And don't you feel like it's just been thrust on chefs and operators to like this landscape of like one more app, one more thing? Like, you wake up in the morning as an operator, look at your phone to get the metrics from the previous night's reports. And it's like, you have to piecemeal together like all these different things, right? In order to get kind of your playbook, or to get your dashboard, if you will. It feels so disjointed,
Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better than sitting there and like working on Excel spreadsheets and sending all that stuff kind of around. At least there's a little bit more intuitive data that even like scanning invoices now, and they're coding themselves, like, which is incredible. I mean, so that stuff though just makes the job a little bit easier, so you can focus on what matters, like hospitality and food. I mean, that that's what creates restaurants. I mean, somebody told me a long time ago, accountants don't create restaurants create accountants, right? So, I mean, it's so true, in a lot of ways, like you have to be able to perform in a restaurant in order to make money and make it a viable business. So at least that's getting better. But to your point, I mean, it would be great if there was something that really put everything down and boiled it down for you and put it right in front of you in a very easy format that you could read and use. To your point, if there's, an emergency, like able to load your vendors in and kind of like have them on call, like, right. I mean, worst case scenario,
or vet,
like you
vet
said, walk-in goes
against
down,
each other or whatever,
and then somebody's like running around, who do we call for the walk-in? It would be better if we could have,
but I also
service.
miss how it used to be. Like, I miss being able to call my fish guy every day and like, hey man, what's good today? And like getting to have that conversation, and it's becoming increasingly more difficult. We used to order produce, same thing. Like, you would call and you would leave the produce order on a voicemail. And if they had any questions, and you could say on that, like, hey, I need 50 pounds of creamer potatoes. I want most of them to be the size of a ping pong ball. Like, you could say things like that. You can't really type that into an order guide or an app. And so a lot of the personal connections we had, that I think their technology hasn't figured out how to replace that. And it's unfortunate, because I think that was our opportunity to get a lot of really cool and special things into our restaurant, and in some cases get educated by our vendors and our purveyors about what was current and what, like, you can honestly say, like, well, what's everyone else using this week? Like, I want some of that. And like, now you're just sort of like, you type your list into something and somebody sneaks it in your front door and they hope they deliver it before you show up, so that they don't see the quality or the fact that it wasn't the size you wanted or whatever it is, versus like being able to really articulate exactly what you wanted to a person.
We still do that though. We still call. And I just think that there still needs to be an important connection, and they'll try to throw you to the app. But I mean, I still call vendors if we're looking for very specific ingredients. That way we can at least, get it programmed to be that way. Right.
And you get to know them and they get to know you and what you're looking for. And that relationship piece is huge.
What's so ironic is 4 days ago, a topic just came out, and it was on Eater, and it was restaurants now throwing away OpenTable and Resi and going right back to a paper book.
I saw that. They're going back to the
reservation book. The restaurant experience starts with the first contact, right? And now that human aspect's been taken out of it, right? We're just like, oh, so and so just, it can just, you just book online, right? Like, and you show up to the restaurant, right? There's no, it's just that part of hospitality has been stripped away. So I got a feeling that this might be something that might move towards a trend. I think that element of hospitality will be the new definition of like what a fine dining restaurant is, that you'll pick up the phone
here's
call.
hoping, right? Fingers crossed for that.